LiberalViewer presents.
So great news this week in California, where a Republican-appointed federal judge struck down Proposition 8 that amended California's constitution to take away the right of same-sex couples to get married in an opinion that said, quote, "Because Proposition 8 disadvantages gays and lesbians without any rational justification, Proposition 8 violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment," unquote. Of course, somehow I knew Fox News would find some way to use the occasion to attack President Obama, and that's just what happened in the reporting from James Rosen on Fox News several times the next day, including on the primetime, supposedly straightest of straight news program special report that ran a story uploaded to the Fox News website under the title, "Obama Disagrees with Himself on Gay Marriage," that began describing the issue like this.
This is an issue where the dividing line between sides is usually pretty clear, but correspondent James Rosen reports that's not the case with President Obama.
We may disagree about gay marriage.
In fact, President Obama disagrees with himself on this issue.
Now, it's true that President Obama has a nuanced public position on gay marriage, personally opposing it but also opposing efforts like Proposition 8 to make gay marriage unconstitutional, but claiming President Obama disagrees with himself goes too far, especially when the evidence Fox News gives for this self-disagreement is created by Fox News quoting President Obama out of context to mean the opposite of what he said, as you can see when reporter James Rosen claims to contradict Obama's senior advisor David Axelrod in this clip.
The President opposed Proposition 8 at the time. He felt that it was divisive, he felt that it was mean-spirited, and he opposed it at the time.
In fact, Axelrod's candidate at the time made clear he had no problem at all with Prop 8. In June 2008, then Senator Obama was asked by ABC News' Jake Tapper at the end of a series of questions about gay rights, "Does it bother you what California is doing?" The senator's answer consisted of one word: no.
Now, the problem with that quote of Obama is that if you go to the ABC transcript and you look at the beginning of the series of questions that James Rosen mentioned, you can see that what didn't bother Barack Obama in that interview was that, quote, "same-sex marriage is now going on in California," unquote, because that's the context Jake Tapper used to begin this series of questions. But even worse, later in that program, Fox News put up on the screen the entire transcript of those questions from 2008, except the first question and answer setting the context where Jake Tapper pointed out that, quote, "same-sex marriage is now going on in California," unquote, which gives the opposite meaning to the Fox News quote of Obama saying, no, it doesn't bother him what California's doing. And not only did Fox News quote Obama out of context to create a contradiction in his position on Proposition 8 that didn't exist, but Fox News also ignored multiple statements from Obama in 2008 in which he clearly opposed Proposition 8 at the time, like the letter Obama wrote to a Democratic club in San Francisco, published in the San Francisco Chronicle in 2008, that said, quote, "I oppose the divisive and discriminatory efforts to amend the California Constitution and similar efforts to amend the U.S. Constitution or those of other states," unquote. Plus, Fox News ignored Obama's clear statement in the question and answer that appeared in an MTV interview before the 2008 general election that you can see here.
What is your reaction to Proposition 8, and would you vote yes or no on it? And for our audience, Proposition 8 is the California state ballot initiative to amend the state constitution to ban gay marriage.
You know, I've stated my opposition to this. I think it's unnecessary. You know, I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman. And I'm not in favor of gay marriage. But when you start playing around with constitutions just to prohibit somebody who cares about another person, it just seems to me that that's not what America's about.
So Fox News was wrong to claim Barack Obama changed his position on Proposition 8, and what's worse, this MTV interview clip was included in my February 2009 video pointing out that Fox News' Bill O'Reilly made this same mistake about Barack Obama back then, although without quoting him out of context, yet even though I sent that video to the O'Reilly factor, they never corrected the error. But this time, it's not just a commentator like O'Reilly making the error, it's Fox News' supposedly straightest straight news program's special report that not only got the facts wrong, but quoted Barack Obama out of context to mean the opposite of what he actually said. So I'm hoping they might actually make a correction this time, and I think you can help, which is why I'm asking, will you email a link to this video to special@foxnews.com and ask the program to run a correction? And on the bigger question of the federal judge's decision last week? Do you agree with the court that Proposition 8 disadvantages gays and lesbians without any rational justification and thus violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment?
I YouTube, you decide.